I'm the only one with a camera. Well, now it's my word. Now it's me versus you. You don't even have a camera evidence. I do. I got dash cam. I got 5 cameras on me right now. Well, you ain't got nothing. So really, you know what I mean? Like now it's all on my shoulders now, and you got shit. So today I'm down in Booneville, Arkansas. It's a very small town in Arkansas. I'm here doing my social/legal experiment. As always, we start off with my fuck cancer sign. So how the experiment goes, if you don't know already, I have 2 different signs. One sign has a swear word, but the message everyone is going to agree with. No one's going to disagree with fuck cancer. You might get offended by the swear word. That's part of it. We'll see. But then what I do is I switch out the signs for another sign that says fuck Booneville Police Department. And I have my reasons specifically for this department. I'll get into that in a second. But the idea of the experiment is we're switching the signs out. 2 different messages. Not everyone's going to agree with both messages, but it's going to have the same swear word. So are people going to be offended by the swear word and use that as their reason to be offended by the entire sign? And that goes for police too. So I'm exercising my First Amendment right. Are they going to arrest me for the fuck cancer sign? Probably not. Are they going to arrest me for the fuck police sign? More probably. I doubt it now that I've done it a few times. But honestly, if anywhere does it, it's going to be here. This town, they don't have body cams or dash cams. There's probably more instances than I can name, but for example, right now there's a man named Mike Roberts who he was arrested for disturbing the peace, for talking too loud, for yelling even, I'll say, on his own property. They tased him and arrested him. They've been dragging the court case out for years now. His lawyers are doing nothing. He was definitely yelling and screaming on his own property, and the only reason he was yelling and screaming was because the cop was giving him a hard time to begin with. The cop was already there. He called the cop there to file a report because somebody stole some of his stuff. The cop wasn't getting out of his car. He was taking too long, and Mike was all worked up already, and he ended up yelling at the guy to get out of his car or something along those lines. I do have a video on my channel you can check out. But the guy gets out and tries to arrest Mike for yelling. So then Mike starts yelling more, like, you can't arrest me for yelling, I'm on my own property. So the dude tases him, takes him to jail for disorderly conduct or disturbing the peace, and they've been dragging it out for years. So that, among many other reasons, but that specifically is one of the reasons I'm doing this experiment here in Booneville, Arkansas today. They do not respect our First Amendment rights here, so we're going to exercise them. So right now we still have the fuck cancer sign. I'm gonna walk up and down the street a little bit. Hey, I got a honk. That's my first honk. We are 4 minutes and 5 seconds in. We got our first honk. This is what I'm betting. Here's my odds. 20% chance they come talk to me over the fuck cancer sign. And then 80% chance they come talk to me over the fuck Booneville Police sign. But that's the test. Let's see. Same swear word, a different message. Is anyone going to be offended by the swear word if it's a message they don't like versus a message they do like? So we're now 7 minutes in. I've gotten 1 reaction for the fuck cancer sign. 1 honk. 1 visible or audible reaction so far. We might have our first cop right here. That'd be perfect. I think that guy took a picture of me. They were kind of reading it. They didn't give me a good or bad reaction, but they were looking at least. Here's an officer right here. That's a sheriff. It's Logan County. I got a wave. We're 9.5 minutes in. I've gotten 1 honk. I got 1 wave from Logan County Sheriff's Office, and I've gotten some looks. Hey! So there's the second reaction. 12 minutes in, 12 and a half minutes in, we got 2 reactions. Ignored, don't care. Hey, fuck cancer! Alright, we got a 3rd reaction. They didn't really have a choice though. Arkansas State Troopers are trash. Not all of them, but the way they act, there's definitely a bunch. Alright, I got away from him. I got a finger. Wasn't away, but it was one of them steering wheel fingers. Alright, that's what I needed. Let's go switch these signs out and see if I still get a finger. My goal is to get a finger. Hey! Here's the police station. No one gives a shit, really. No one's honking, hooting, hollering. I got my fuck cancer sign. No one's giving me any kind of reactions. Let's see if that changes when I whip out the other sign. We're about 20 minutes in. I'm getting nothing. I'm getting nothing. No one cares. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a crap. Come on, guys. Fuck cancer. Who's excited? No one's excited. Fuck cancer. Fuck cancer!
I love it, man.
Alright, cool. See, that's what I love. I love that kind of stuff. Good job, guy. Just made me smile. Alright. No one gives a crap. So there it is. So you saw it. Here we go. I got my fuck cancer sign. Got like 6 good reactions. I won't even say good, you know, a couple of them were just waves because I was like right there by the road. They were cops. A couple people honked. One guy really liked it. So that's about it. We're gonna switch it out. We're gonna switch out signs now. We're gonna walk my same path. It took me about 34 minutes or so. Small town, so I feel like that's enough here, honestly. If I feel like doing it longer, I will, but we're gonna switch it out and see what happens. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Signs are switched out. We're gonna walk that same path. Let's go express our right up to free speech. Let's go express our First Amendment right. First Amendment, assemble. Let's see what we got here. So last time it took me 4 minutes to get my first reaction. My first visual or audible reaction. I don't know. I can't tell if that was good or bad. I'll have to rewatch that. But it took me about 45 seconds. 40 seconds. Not 4 minutes, 40 seconds to get a reaction. I think it was positive. I don't think that was a middle finger. I think that was like a pointer finger. All right, there you go. Even if you don't count the first one, that is 1:40. So 1:40, I got my first positive reaction. Yeah. No, they don't like it. 1:40 versus 4 minutes. Same time, place, and manner. Gee, I don't know. She gave me a hard look. I don't know if it was good or bad though. This is small town Arkansas, by the way, so I'm fully expecting a lot of people to be upset with me for having this. That's what you'd think, right? Uh-oh, this guy, I walked by him earlier with the fuck cancer sign. He didn't say nothing. He's about to say something. Is that good or bad? Good? Oh, middle finger? All right. Hell yeah. That's your right. He doesn't like it. That's kind of what I was expecting. Was that a thumbs up or a middle finger up? I think it was a middle finger up. Yeah, she did not like it. Oh, getting the pictures taken. You better watch where you're going, sir. That's dangerous.
Booneville PD.
Hello. I just drove by the Donut Palace in Booneville.
Uh-huh.
And there's a, 20-something-year-old man, white, carrying a big billboard that says, F Booneville Police Department in big letters. And he's just walking there. And he's got his phone attached to the top of it. I guess he's recording.
Okay.
Yeah. He's just right there in front. He's just in front of Donut Places 2 minutes ago.
What's he wearing?
Shorts, maybe a blue or gray t-shirt, dark colored baseball cap.
Okay. And he looks to be in his 20s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Medium bill.
Okay. All right. We'll have an
officer.
officer.
Big sign about a 3x4.
Okay.
I don't know what he said.
I don't know either. All right. We'll check it out.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
So I'm going to explain it again. I've already explained it, I'm sure. This is a social experiment. So I had a sign that said "fuck cancer." It's a message that everyone probably agrees with, even though it has a swear word. So now I'm switching it out for another sign that has the same swear word with a message that not everyone agrees with. And we're gonna see, not only do the police, but do the citizens react different? Is there someone that's gonna be offended by the word now that the message has changed? And it also kind of lets us see how the town feels about police. I mentioned being in a red state earlier. I mean, I've only done this in Arkansas, and so far, every place I've been, people like this sign more than they do the "fuck cancer" sign. I like a lot, so I don't think really red or blue matters. 8 minutes in, I got a picture. Someone just took a picture of me. He had a smile.
Booneville Police Department.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all noticed him or not, but there's a guy walking up and down the streets of Booneville with a sign saying F the Booneville Police.
Does it say F the Booneville Police, or is it like spelled out?
It's spelled out, F-U-C-K.
F-U-C, okay. And
yeah, he's almost in front of the police station right now, heading your way down in front of the laundromat right now. So.
All right, the officer was going to come make contact and just kind of see what his problem is, but all right, I'll let him know.
They liked it. Those were smiles right there. Oh, I don't know. She didn't like it. That might be my thumbnail right there, that chick on the back of that motorcycle. She had her thumbs. She had her arms crossed and the biggest frown I've seen in a dog's year. Uh-oh, we got the PD right next to me on the left. They're about to pull out. Right here, about to pull out. Hey, a honk right in front of the police station. They like it. She didn't want to do anything. Oh, I'm doing great. How are you? Good. Doing good? Good deal. You like my sign?
It's freedom of speech, man.
All right, cool. Good answer. I appreciate it.
I mean, can I enlighten you on something, or?
There's a lot of things, but I'd say specifically, you know Mike Roberts?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
He's been arrested for freedom of speech on his own property. PD's still pressing charges on him. No charges got pressed on the officer that tased him in his own yard. You guys got body cams or dash cams yet?
Not yet.
No?
I do know we are working on it, though.
That's what I was told over a year ago. They're not. They don't want them.
Well,
bro, I've seen...
I know we are the only ones that don't have it. I did come
yes.
from Mansfield.
Oh, you did? Booneville PD is pretty bad, man. I've seen Booneville PD riding around with a case of beer in their floorboard drinking, like.
When was this?
That was probably about 10, 12 years ago, honestly.
Oh, yeah, see, I wasn't here for all that.
But
so.
that is kind of old stuff. But the Mike Roberts is pretty recent. I'm sure you know about that.
I wasn't even here for the Mike Roberts thing, so I don't know anything about that.
This is probably more directed at the chief, old Villarreal. More him. There's a couple officers I don't like either, but I don't know you, so you're cool, you know. You respect my First Amendment right. I like you a little better.
Yeah, no, I mean, we had calls on it, and I was, man, there's nothing I can do.
You did have calls on it? You did? So I've done this all over Arkansas. This is the first place anyone's ever called on me.
I mean, I've been down here since probably about November of last year, so.
Oh, okay.
I came from Mansfield.
Okay.
So I graduated in 2000.
That was after I think I did my video down here about Mike last year.
Yeah, that was
last summer.
well before I got here.
But
No, man.
so the calls, what were they saying?
Oh, they just said there was a guy holding up a sign just saying "F the police." I mean, you know, it's his. If he's got problems, I mean, that's up to him.
Good deal.
I was just coming out here to see if I could just see
Good deal.
what the issue was.
Can I ask you, would you, if there was a dude yelling and screaming on his own property, would you tase him? Would you even try to arrest him?
Man, that.
I mean, honestly, if all you have to do is walk away and the whole thing's de-escalated, right? But
See,
it's,
the thing is, you know,
just took a picture.
you know, there's too many what ifs that's in that question. You
Well,
understand what I
at the end of the day, you got a First Amendment right. I mean,
well, yes, you do. You do.
literally, he got tased for hooting and hollering on his own property. At the end of the day,
And see, I don't know
because
the
because he actually owns like 3 houses side by side, and the house he was on that he was calling about, he was renting that out to the person he was calling the police on. Well, by the time he was tased, he had already walked over to his daughter's house, which is actually his house. And then he owns the next house over too. He owns that whole block. He wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason to tase and arrest, and then 2 years later, we're still holding charges on the guy. Drop the freaking charges, leave him alone. What are you doing? But we got Villarreal in here who's trying to put more and more charges on him.
Yeah, so that's between them.
He told me a year and a half ago he was trying to get body and dash cam. He ain't done anything. He has done nothing. Is this a newer car?
Oh no.
It's definitely newer decals.
Yeah, this has the newer.
So he spent money on decals. Why not a camera? You know, like.
But you know, when the decals are peeling off, it's destructive. You know, you can't read it. That I get. But
Yeah.
what's between
Good point.
What we get from that's all the chief. That's the city who determines all that. So that's on my paper.
Well, how much money do they make off these RVs that are here all year round?
I have no idea.
And then don't they have another spot at the fairgrounds where they do the same thing? So they actually, I looked into this one time. It's tens of thousands of dollars they make a year, extra, not taxes, just by having these little RVs out. They could easily have, I mean, cameras don't cost that much, dude. They're like $80. Even if you wanted to get the good ones and you needed all the hard drives, what are you talking? $2,000? You could get 5 of them a year, maybe 10 a year, maybe 20. You know what I mean?
I get it.
He doesn't want them. He doesn't want them.
But you know,
He's old school, man.
That's that's his position. You know.
Yeah, I know you can't say shit, but yeah, that's
I'm
how I feel about it.
I'm out here. I do my job.
And they save your ass too. Because let's say I'm the only one with a camera. Well, now it's my word. Now it's me versus you. You don't even have a camera evidence. I do. I got dash cam. I got 5 cameras on me right now. Well, you ain't got nothing. So really, you know what I mean? Like now it's all on my shoulders now, and you got shit. So it saves y'all too, because a lot of people do lie about what happens to them just because they got caught with drugs or whatever. They're gonna start lying about what happened. I see that too.
Yeah, no,
it saves your ass.
More time than you think.
Oh, I know it does. Yeah. So it's for both sides. I'm not trying to come at you, man. I apologize if it seems like it.
I don't care. Talk. If you want to talk.
Someone came and talked to me, so I'm talking. What's your name, by the way?
My name's Nick.
Nick. I'm Justin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. Here, let me switch hands real quick.
No problem.
Good to meet you, brother.
Yeah. But I just didn't know if there was any information I could give you, or at least attempt to try to give you.
No, that's it, man. I appreciate you just respecting my First Amendment right. You know, I fully expected them to try to arrest me, honestly. I really did.
I mean, this new crew we got, watch pretty carefully over it. So.
You do? That's good. A lot of new cops in town now?
Well, I mean, there's a couple. I want to say there's probably about 3 or 4.
Is there a Casey Barnes? No?
No, I haven't even heard that name. All right, man.
Well, appreciate you, brother. I'll let you get back to it. I might pop in here and see what's going on in the lobby real quick and then be on my way.
Go right ahead. So.
All right, thanks, man.
Yep.
Nice to meet you, Nick. It's hot out there. It's nice to have a little AC. I made this for y'all.
Oh, okay.
What's up? No, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Just cooling off for a second.
You're what?
Just cooling off for a second. Came to see what was going on in here. All right, pass the test. Ooh, actually, could I make a FOIA request real quick?
I'm sorry.
Can I make a FOIA request real quick?
Sure can.
Perfect.
I'll just fill it out on there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'll give it to
There's-
the chief.
All right, cool. Thank you. All right. So give it to the chief. So when I was talking to the officer a minute ago, I was talking about a man named Mike Roberts who was tased on his own property for talking. If you want to find those videos, so I'm going to tell you a secret. An easy way to find any video on my channel is you go to my playlists. In my playlists, I have everything separated by county. So you just got to know what county it happened in, and then in that county we'll have all the different cities, and you just find your video. So for example, the video I'm talking about with Mike Roberts being tased, that happened in Logan County. So just go to my playlist tab, find Logan County, and in there you'll find anything that happened in that county. So it's an easy way to find something that you're looking for. A little tip.
Booneville Police Department.
Hi, yes, there is a gentleman on the sidewalk that is walking from the Dollar General to the police department who has a camera and a sign that says F Booneville Police.
Yes.
I didn't know if that would be considered public disturbance or not.
The officer's already made contact with him, so I would have to get with the officer and see what he discussed with him. But
Okay.
we are aware of the gentleman, though.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Some dude wanted to get me arrested for having this sign and nothing happened. Somebody wanted to get me in trouble for having this. They literally called the police to let them know about it. And they hoped that I was being arrested now because I have a sign in my hands. Whoever did that, just know you are an un-American piece of shit. You tried to get a man physically arrested for having a sign. Waves. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. They freaking love it, dude. They're super into it. Hell yeah, brother. It's just normal Isuzu driving American right there. Yeah. Fuck Booneville PD. See, he likes it. He agrees. Agrees. Doesn't like it. He likes it. Thumbs up. He likes it. Hey! Oh, a lot of things. Check out the Random Patriot on YouTube. I got a lot of videos about it. Getting a picture right here. What's up? Fuck the police! Yes, alright. Are we getting another round?
Fuck the police.
Hey, fuck the police!
I'm taking your picture. My husband fucking loves y'all signs y'all walk around.
Oh, for real? He likes it. This guy doesn't like it. He's giving me the stare down. He's either still trying to read it or he is not into it.
Booneville Police Department.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all already know, but some dude's got some sign that says F Booneville Police.
Yes,
in
sir.
town.
We're aware of it. Where is he right now?
He right at the intersection of where McDonald's and right there.
Yeah, at Main and Grand. Okay. All right. Thank you for reporting it, though.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Rock and roll.
Do you agree or disagree?
I'm kind of neutral.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you for your opinion. You gotta be kidding me, she said. Yes, sir. They're into it. Just a Mercedes driving American right there. Thumbs up, peace sign. Got a picture. Smiles, they liked it. They like it. Oh, I got a middle finger on that one. They didn't like it. Smiles, smiles. Most people like it. Thank you, honky honk. Oh, they did not like it. That lady was covering it up. Honkity honk! Thank you! They like it. Hey, peace sign right there. Hell yeah, they said. So,
Why fuck the police? What's going on?
oh, they arrest people for freedom of speech,
Oh, okay.
amongst a bunch of other shit, but thank you. Thank you. There's that puppy. That puppy likes it. She put her window up. She put her window up. Like I'm about to ask her for money or something. What's up? They're pieces of shit. They arrest people for freedom of speech, all kinds of other shit. I am not making fun of anybody, but we are in Booneville, Arkansas, so that man over there could either be on drugs or have a disability. And I apologize if it's a disability. I am not trying to offend anyone in any way, but we are in Booneville, Arkansas, where that could be, it's probably more likely someone on meth, honestly. Super duper apologize if it's not. It might not be, honestly. I don't know. It could be. That dude is fucking not doing. Alright, I think this is going to conclude my experiment. I think we've gotten the results we're going to get. Yeah, it's been long enough. Thumbs up, thank you. Oh, that dude's creeping back around. He's the one, he has like a American flag. Oh, this girl's got a picture. She loves it. You'll sign your name on it? Hell yeah. Sure.
I want to sign my motherfucking name on it. And I'm going to sign my...
Well, actually, do it right here on the side if you don't care. I use this a lot.
I mean, you can... Just go on. It ain't over there. I got out of prison like almost 10 years ago, right? Well, I've been taking my kid, my daughter and stuff back and forth, and I've been clean for years. I'm talking about years. And my parole officer has my back, and anybody that knows me and everything. But, this guy...
you get it? Oh.
I'm almost done. I was telling you that story. That guy that done it to me, he used to know me back in the day when I used to be a big old dope dealer, right? Well, he left school. Well, when I didn't even know I had to take him to school because I don't have kids that young. And he went back to he came and pulled me over, and I was trying to get to the phone because after I take my daughter's girlfriend to work, I had to take my companion to work. You know what I'm saying? So they're calling and stuff. I'm trying to get the phone, and I'm already across the other side of the street, and I'm even kind of pulled over at a stop sign, and I was looking down trying to find my phone, and it was in I had a little backpack. I didn't expect all this though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm sitting here trying to answer the phone because he's like, where the fuck are you? I need to get to work too. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. Like, he's anal about being at work all the time, you know? So, and I respect the people I'm around. So I was trying to tell him what was up because I didn't know that was going to happen. And they went back in the school. Well, he pulled me over, called some other officers, and had them do their job, which that is totally illegal. If you pull them over, you have to stay till the end because that is your, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
You don't get to switch it out.
Yeah, you don't get to switch out because that's you're the one that pulled him over.
If you pulled him over wrongfully, you don't get to decide,
Yeah.
well, that's his ticket now.
Yeah. Well,
or
he
his...
can't call two buddies and leave the scene of it. So he went back. He left after he brought those two goons up there, ran every testimony I ever had. He said I was asleep. I said, if I was asleep, why did I just wave a big ass maroon Explorer around me like that? And then you pulled up, and I said I did it to you. I said, now a person asleep, wouldn't they be like this? And they wouldn't have their hand out waving you by.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I said, he's my companion. Anyways, because that's a more meaningful word to me. Anyways, so my companion, it's like that's going to be like to end life. Anyway, so he was like, I was like, so I got to tell the dude, I said, ain't no about being at work. I said, he ain't no old dope head or nothing. I said, why are you doing this? They couldn't tell me. They said, because I have a little pit bull in Staffordshire. She's precious nice. She saw little kids, so she jumped out my driver's side window. Then she got scared because all the cars, you know. So she
goodness.
came right back in. And the good thing about cameras is they catch everything.
Hell yeah, they do.
He said I was letting the dog run wild, and I didn't do the kids. Maybe my pants. I was wearing boxers, and I just got to bed. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I was coming to school.
Right.
And I walked those kids to the gate and stuff. I'm a good person. I know how to act. I'm not an idiot, you know. I never been an imbecile, even when I was doing drugs. I didn't like a lot of, you know. I didn't like a lot of light coming my way. But then, you know, he sat there. He went back into that school, and he told him that I ain't allowed on that school ground because I'm one of the biggest drug dealers in Booneville, Arkansas. Do you hear that, sir? He said he went back to that elementary school and said, I am one of the biggest drug dealers in Booneville, Arkansas, and I have been clean.
Wow.
And my parole officer said, what? I said, I swear. So I went up there to the Chamber of Commerce, actually, it's right there. And I walked in and I said, now, let me tell you something, because that's defamation of character all the way. I don't care what you put it. And then I can't go sit at elementary and eat break lunch with my grandbaby.
Without everyone in there.
Because you think you don't even know who I am today.
This guy over here is watching me right now.
Ah!
This guy in the black truck, he's been...
Well, wait a minute. Ah! No, I ain't fucked him.
I appreciate you stopping and talking to me.
You know what I'm saying? That's defamation of character. You know
No, I agree.
I ain't gonna sit with my grandbaby.
Right.
And everybody's like, you're crazy. You don't have no rights. I said, baby, even in prison, I know my rights to the I, to the T, to the cross, the E, no matter who you are, felon or not.
That's right.
You have rights.
What's the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
5 elements? Freedom of speech?
Yeah, speech, yep.
Yes.
Speech, press, religion.
Yes, all that. Oh, yeah, I fight for all that, too.
There you go.
Baby, I'm fighting because they say drug addicts is a disease. I had cancer, too. So I went on Facebook and I said, let me tell you something. Addiction is a disease. Why do we not send cancer patients to prison then? I said, if that baby had cancer, and I said, I had my cancer survivor, I understand. I said, but if somebody had cancer and that medicine was over there, they're going to do what they have to get it. I said, so why are
Just
they
a
not
little
trying
different.
to save us?
I think it's a little different.
No, it ain't no different because I had addiction.
Well, you don't have a cancer.
I had cancer
You didn't
too.
go to a
Let me
guy's
tell you-
house and buy cancer. You
But
went to a guy's
I'm
house
just
and
saying,
bought
but
pills
it's an
or
addiction,
whatever. You know.
I
It's different.
started. No, at 15, I started getting more sets. So I was trying
I'm
to
not
addict before I
saying
ever was.
I'm not
Addiction
saying
is very
put you in
much a
prison.
disease.
I don't agree with that. There's definitely other ways, but I wouldn't compare it to getting cancer.
Well, I mean, it's a disease, ain't it?
I don't know if I'd go there.
No way.
I definitely think it's misunderstood because
But,
it's
I mean,
real
now
easy to get
look it up.
addicted, and you can,
See,
and your whole life can
you're
go down the
going against
drain
my
over a
people now.
prescription. No, I'm
You're
not.
becoming one of them.
I'm with you. No.
No, 100 with me.
I don't agree with prison time.
What is cancer? Classified as. Just one word. Say it.
A disease.
Now look up addiction.
Well, it's actually a lot more than that. Well,
okay,
you can.
Now, hold on.
I'm not playing. No, we're not playing those semantics.
No, look up addiction right now.
Where'd you get cancer? Where'd you get meth? You drove to get meth. You didn't drive to get cancer.
I drove to save myself from cancer.
It's different. Let's just be realistic and say it's different.
It's more powerful than you ever knew.
Addiction is a serious thing.
It's a very serious thing.
And I'm not saying screw you and you shouldn't do that. And
you know, you lose people to cancer, you lose people to addiction.
I have lost people to addiction.
I mean, ain't that sad?
I have, and they needed help, and they should have got it, and I feel bad for it. But
so I'm advocating for my people to help them.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm not okaying for what they did to get it.
All right. I'm just saying it's different. I just like to be fair. But I got to get back to what I'm doing.
What I'm saying is a mental, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with what they did to how they got it. I'm just saying, I'm trying to take a picture of you, I'm hurrying. I just got this phone, I work on my back. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's worse than cancer, I promise. I'm just saying what they did to get it, you're right, that's not right.
I'm on your side, I just don't,
I
just don't want to compare it to that. It's just different, you know?
I don't know, I have
just
both
different.
of them. Both of them pretty much suck, so.
I bet they do. I bet they do.
Because it causes other problems.
Well, I'm glad you're still with us.
I don't care, I still support you.
The Random Patriot on YouTube, you can find me.
I don't know.
The Random Patriot, just Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, you name it. You can find me easy. Thank you.
You're sitting there standing up for our people.
I am.
I can't do shit about it, buddy. I'm probably going to get pulled over when I leave here once.
Good luck. I hope you don't.
I got all kinds of cases coming to these people. They don't even know.
Oh my goodness. Whew. That's not what I wanted to do.
Booneville Police Department.
Yes, ma'am. There's a man standing up there by O'Reilly's that's got one of the filthiest signs holding it up to the public. It ought to be against the law.
Okay.
Thought I'd report that.
Okay, and it basically says F the Booneville Police Department, that sign. Is that what it is? It says F the Booneville Police Department. Is that the sign you're talking about?
It's got the F word.
Yes. All right. Well, we're aware of it. And so, we'll have somebody make contact with him, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
So what the heck? The cops passed the experiment or the test, however you want to look at it. They respected my First Amendment right to freedom of speech despite it saying something bad about them. The town failed. This is the first town I've ever had anyone call the cops on me for freedom of speech. I've done this in a few different places. No one's ever called the cops. And here, at least 5 different people called the police on me. So to reiterate the experiment, I know I've already explained it a couple times, but one more time won't hurt. So what we're doing is I have 2 different signs. One sign has a message that everyone agrees with. One sign has a message that not everyone agrees with. Both signs have the same swear word. So we're going to see, are people going to be offended by the swear word, whether it's cops or citizens, if it's on a message that they agree with versus a message that they don't agree with. And that's exactly what happened in Booneville. Nobody called the cops on me for the fuck cancer sign. At least 5 people called the cops on me for the fuck police sign. One person literally said it should be illegal, word for word. Another guy said it should be public disturbance. That's not the free country I grew up in. What country are you from? What do you think freedom of speech means? Literally, what do you think it means? This is America. This is a free country. Remember that. And in this free country, we have freedom of speech. It's one part of the First Amendment. So that means I can say whatever the fuck I want. As long as it's not threatening or slander, I can say whatever the fuck I want. So if you don't like freedom, if you don't like that, I don't know, you don't like freedom. I don't know what to say to you. So if you don't want to take the First Amendment's word for it, how about Supreme Court cases? There are plenty of examples. The best example is the Supreme Court case from 1971, Cohen versus California. And I'm sure everyone's heard this story actually. It's about a guy who had a jacket that said fuck the draft, and he was in the courthouse. He was arrested for having the swear word in public. Oh my gosh. But he ended up beating that. The Supreme Court ruled that's freedom of speech, especially if you are protesting something about the government. You actually have a little bit more room, a little more wiggle room. But he got out of that, and that's been a landmark case for a long time. And even if you didn't know about these landmark cases or the First Amendment, who in their right mind thinks that man should go to jail because of a word? That's a fucked up mindset to have. So then, when it comes to Mike Roberts being arrested and tased for yelling on his own property, well, his shitty lawyers and the corrupt judge all need to look at an Eighth Circuit court case, Tyranny versus Fort Smith. This happened in 2015. A state trooper pulled over a lady and her two children. And while he was doing that traffic stop, a man named Eric Thoriraj, he was driving by and he yells, "Fuck you," to the cop. Well, the cop stops his traffic stop with a lady, goes and pulls over Eric and arrests him for disorderly conduct. So Eric Thoriraj, he fought this in court and won because it's his First Amendment right. Not only did the trooper lose all qualified immunity, but Thoriraj was actually able to sue that trooper for violating his First Amendment right. So, hey, prosecuting attorney of Booneville, hey, judge, hey, Mike's lawyers. It's an Arkansas case. It's out of Fort Smith in the last 10 years. Why don't you know about this? Why is his case still being drug out when he literally, I don't think he even swore, but whatever, he yelled on his own property. He's allowed to yell. Look in this case. It specifically says he's allowed to yell, even if it's a swear word, even if kids are around. He's allowed to. It's First Amendment. This is a free country. Check it out. So not only did Booneville fail this experiment, but within hours they spread all kinds of lies about me. I saw where I was ran out of town. I saw where I was arrested. Some say I'm still in jail to this day. And then I think the one that takes the cake is there was a post that says they saw 4 guys get out of their car and beat me up, which none of that happened. The post reads, My child was getting gas and saw 4 guys jump out of their. My child was getting gas and saw 4 guys jump out and beat him. Your child's a liar, lady. Your child didn't see 4 guys get out and even talk to me, never mind beat me up. So I wonder where she got that from. And then here's a girl literally admitting to being offended by the F word on one sign, but not being offended by the F word on the other sign, and claiming it's the swear word that offends her. It's right over her head. It's crazy. So this girl, Tiziana, I guess her family is cops, so she's big mad, but she won't admit that's just the message. She's trying to say it's the swear word. So Elena says, you saw he had a fuck cancer sign too, right? Why not be mad at that? And Tiziana says, I'm sure you know the difference. Don't be dumb. And Elena says, but I thought it's the obscenity you have a problem with. And Tiziana says, just this one, and shows the picture of the fuck cancer sign. So she's just mad at the obscenity on this sign, not the fuck cancer sign. So then Elena says, same obscene word though. People are within their rights to say fuck healthcare workers. I'm guessing Tiziana is a healthcare worker. Would you refuse service? Elena says. Tiziana says, yes, I do. Same thing. Assault against healthcare workers is a felony. What? Saying fuck you is not assault. You think if I say fuck you to a nurse, now I'm a felon? That's crazy, Tiziana. I don't know who your family is, but if they're cops, they need to teach you a little something. Hopefully they know the difference too. Because that is extremely un-American. That's extremely un-American that you think someone should be a felon for saying fuck you because they don't like you. Now I'm a felon. It doesn't surprise me that your family is cops, honestly. So I hope you all learned something from this. Please look into those court case laws, Cohen versus California, Thoreau versus Fort Smith. There's plenty more too. Another good one out of the Eighth Circuit is Passions Inc. versus Nixon. Passions Inc. I guess is, I don't know if they sell like sex toys or whatever, but they had a bulletin board that had some vulgarity on it, and even being a business on a billboard, they even won their court case of freedom of speech. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something. We'll keep doing this along with my other stories. Appreciate you checking out. Click on another one and stay free, America. Peace.